If you're going through a season in your life right now where you're experiencing a lot of obscurity, I want to encourage you. In Mark chapter 8, starting from verse 22, Jesus is healing the blind man. And what I want you to do is place yourself in the blind man's shoes, right? So you're this blind man and you're asking God for sight. So for you, that might look like, God, you told me not to focus on the former things. You said you're going to do a new thing. I want to see this new thing to come to pass. I have no idea what's going on right now. And so what Jesus does is says, all right, but you're blind and you want to see. You want me to see it. You want me to do a new thing in you. And he spits in the mud. He takes the mud and he covers your eyes. Now you're like, all right, Christ, my Lord, I told you I'm blind and you're putting mud over my eyes, causing me total darkness. I don't know if you heard me, but you asked God to do a new thing in you. And I don't know about you, but we usually go to an optometrist to get our eyes checked. But God uses mud. God uses something that you would never expect to cause a change, to cause a shift in your life. Maybe in this moment, it may seem like you're in darkness, but when you plant a seed, it must be buried for it to come alive. When you're in this darkness, when you're in this loneliness, that's where the growth happens. If you read on, it says Jesus places his hands on this blind man, and the blind man says, I see men as trees walking. And then Jesus places his hands again on the man, and the guy's vision is completely restored. So he first gets partial vision, partial sight, and then he gets full insight. Oftentimes, when we have no understanding of a situation or what God's doing in our life, we are seeking answers in order to gain control. The book of James, where it talks about being mindful of the words that you speak, there's a portion where it says we put bits in the horse's mouth in order for them to obey us. As I was reading the scripture of the blind man, that's what came to mind, that Jesus will give us partial insights on a situation. He will give us partial vision like he did this man in order for us to obey him, to learn to obey him. We think we are in complete darkness. It's Jesus placing his hands over our eyes so that our faith can grow in him. And if he's making you walk by faith and not by sight in this season, then to trust in his character and to rely on his character. Because if the blind man focused on his vision, then he would not seek out the help of God.